Makes them recognisable. Let's talk about this mile. Sam Tanner to the left of your picture has won this the last 2 times, 3 times overall because he won it 2021 as well. 4 times sub 4, Tony, looking for 5, which would equal Nick Willis and pull him clear of John Walker, who did 4. You've done 3, my friend, so how do you see this going?
Well, I think Sam should be the one that takes it out. We've got Jack Bruce in here from Australia, who's, they tell me they've just come down from training at Falls Creek, and then Jaryd Clifford, who's the partner of Anna Grimaldi, is actually partially sighted athlete, a para-athlete really, but he's mixing it in there today with the elite, and he's really looking for a really sharp time as well.
So plenty to watch here and some promising young talent as well.
Yes, there's some promising young talent. You know, we've got a young guy, Joe Martin, who's run particularly well. He's run 150 point this year, I think it is. I
was very impressed with James McClay's last season, Tony.
Which sadly James is not here.
Oh, is he out?
He's messaged me on the way today that he wouldn't be here because he's got a little bit of pneumonia, he said, so he won't be running during the week and probably for a week or 2 now. So wish him all the best, James. I know you'd love to be here tonight.
They're underway, and obviously from an Olympic perspective, Tony, it was a disappointing time for Sam. Came out with an injury and at the wrong time.
Yeah, he'd struggled, and he ran a race in Britain before going over to the camp, and it was okay, but from Achilles problem I think is the main issue there, but he seems to be full recovered and he's heading off to do some indoors after this. This is a New Zealand Championship. We don't normally have a pacemaker, but I'm not sure whether this is someone in the Championship or what. But the pace has been set a little bit more in this men's race than it was in the women's, where Lyndon Hall ended up taking up the reins. But yeah, it's one of our younger athletes. Looking at his watch, is one of our school's athletes.
Conor McLean.
Yeah, so we'll see what they go through, and it's
Sam Tanner lying in 2nd spot.
They're going through in a pretty good clip, well under 60, so that'll set up all of these athletes in the field, and we want to keep an eye out for young Sam Ruthe in there, who's a young man who's only, 15, so
running some phenomenal times over 1,500, 3,000 metres. Jack Bruce, the Australian, lying 3rd at the moment, the tall character, particularly compared to Sam in front of him.
Yeah, that's right. I noticed that when he stepped out at the airport yesterday, how tall he was, and so he's looking comfortable in there. He
was an Oceania champion going back a decade or so. Jack Bruce, 30 years old these days, ran 3:37 and change for 1,500 in Italy in 2000.
And that's Jaryd Clifford in the hat, and Lars is just in behind him, the young Australian who's partially sighted but is running strongly there, and he's going to be here. He'll be hoping for a sub 4-minute mile.
So Conor McLean pulls out, leaves Sam Tanner, Jack Bruce and Jaryd Clifford to it. Jaryd, a T12 assessed para-athlete. He's got the World Para 1,500 metre record at 3:41.34, which probably equates to around a sub 4.
Yeah.
Remember Sam last year, Tony, happy to do the work.
Yeah, so they're definitely under 4-minute pace. They're going through around 1,000 metres in around 2:27.28, so we'll see what they come up to the bell in. It's a 3-man race, isn't it?
David Lee lying 4th, of course, with Sam, followed by 2 Australians there, Tony. The
silver medal position,
and bronze medal positions are up for grabs to this group, and behind it, David Lee is currently leading.
So they're coming through in around 3:58 at the 3/4 mark, so we'll see what Sam
Ruthe is just tucked in amongst that group there. He's on the inside.
Yeah, he's in the black singlet, is that right? He's in the schools,
yeah.
So he's in about 7th spot at the moment, isn't he? So we'll watch him and see how he finishes. He's looking strong now, actually making his move.
Matthew Taylor
will go back to the front
strongly. He's moved just in behind David Lee, but up front
200 to go, and 3:28 for Tanner, so he's going to run a reasonably smart time here. I'd say he's probably come in for a 3:56, but Jack Bruce he hasn't dropped off yet.
He's clinging on.
Clifford's gone, and Bruce has got some long legs if he can wind her up.
He has.
But Sano's looking smooth.
2 strides to Jack Bruce's 1, and the crowd's pulling him home to a 4th mile championship and his 3rd straight Cooks Classic victory.
Around 3:55, a smart time.
Yeah.
And looks like Jaryd Clifford's going to get very close to running under 4 minutes.
Wow.
And Sam Ruthe must about
silver.
4. Yeah, so he came home for silver in the New Zealand champs. So he'll have a really smart time for a 15-year-old, I would think, in that race, won't he? We'll see what that is.
I think David Lee will be the 3rd Kiwi across the line there to take that bronze medal. Gee, it's been a fabulous run from Sam Tanner, the way things worked out last season, and gee, what a run from Sam Ruthe at the age of 15.
There he is, yeah. Training buddies, they train out of Tauranga together. Same squad with Craig Kirkwood, got a big group of youngsters there. So, yeah.
Sam 24 now, and said that it's his responsibility now to bring some of the youngsters through to fast times like Nick Willis used to do for him.
Yes, I reminded him of that the other day when he ran in the capital in 2019 and managed to take Nick's over an 800 metres, and yeah, looking smooth there, isn't he, as in a replay. Jack Bruce, a really good run for him.